About 3 weeks into that job, my boss comes up to me and he says, Matt, I've got some bad news. The company's closing down. You're out of a job. I worked there 3 weeks. Now I've got to look for a new job. And in Australia, for people that don't know Australia very well, it's summer and Christmas at the same time. We go on holidays on the 20th of December and nobody comes back till the 15th and 20th of January. If you were running your own business, even if you're a big corporation, how many people are you hiring a couple of weeks before Christmas? No one's thinking about hiring. They're thinking about getting the work they need to get done complete before they go on this long break. The only jobs I could get were in commission-only sales. Now, luckily, I went to the first interview I went to wearing a suit. And they put me in the business team because I was the only one that wore a suit. Now, I was terrified of the whole process of selling. I didn't know whether I was going to be able to do it, but I did know I promised my father I would support myself. Now, my manager was really kind. He said, we just throw mud up against the wall and see what sticks. Sounds like a fun saying until you realize you're the mud, right? So after 5 days worth of product training and not a single second of sales training, I get thrown on this road. Now, this is called Sydney Road in Melbourne, Australia. There's over 1,000 doors on each side. And I felt like that was good, right? Because a load of people were going to tell me no, why not have far to walk? So I went to walk into the first door, and then I had this realization. No one taught me how to sell. I didn't know what to say. So I took a deep breath, and I walked in, and I was politely told to leave. In the next door, I was less politely told to leave. Then I was sworn at, and then my personal favorite, I got told to go and get a real job. It's the only job I could get. Door after door, I just kept going. Until the 93rd door, I made my first sale. I remember I made $70. I was ecstatic for about 45 seconds. Then I had this realization, I've got to do this again tomorrow. And the next, every single day for the rest of the year. That was not okay. I had to find another way, but I had a reading speed of a 6th grader. I couldn't exactly pick up a Brian Tracy or a Zig Ziglar book. It would have taken me the year to read them, let alone apply them. But what I did discover was this cool new technology that was coming out called YouTube. Now, this may surprise you. It surprised me a lot back then. There's a lot more on there than just cat videos. So I learned the process of selling, and I had to convince myself that sales had to be a process, because otherwise my year was going to suck. And then every day I got better at the next element, and the next element, and the next element of the sales process. Well, within the space of 6 weeks, the number of doors to a sale went down from 93, down to 72, down to 48, down to 30, down to 18, down to 7, down to 3. About 6 weeks into it, my manager pulls me into his office, and I thought I was in the world of trouble. He had this puzzled look on his face, and I'm like, oh, what have I done wrong? And he said, Matt, we're a little bit shocked by this, but I have to tell you, you're the #1 salesperson in the sales company, which just happened to be the #1 sales company in the Southern Hemisphere.